There's something in your life that promises to set you free. And without you even noticing, it quietly became your owner. Jesus pointed right at it 2,000 years ago in the middle of the Sermon on the Mount. And it wasn't any of the sins you're picturing. Not lying, not pride. It was your money, your stuff, the things you pile up, protect, and lock away. He said, it's the single biggest thing standing between you and the life you actually want. But he also said there's a way to flip it, a way to hold all of it in your hand without becoming its slave. Jesus went around announcing what he called the kingdom of God, heaven and earth becoming one place, not in some distant future, but right here in your ordinary day. And he said the thing that blocks you from that life the most is your possessions. We push back right away. Owning things is normal. Stuff makes life easier. Stuff gives you security. Stuff gives you freedom. But Jesus turns that inside out. The word he uses for treasure literally means the things you've piled up and locked away. Your storage. And he says, don't pile your storage down here, on the ground, where moths chew it, rust eats it, and thieves dig through the wall and carry it off. Fine, then I'll just guard it better. Stronger locks, insurance, a safe. But watch where your attention goes. Straight to the lock, to the fear of losing it. And Jesus says the good life shows up when your attention is pointed somewhere else entirely. Somewhere like where? He answers, pile up treasure in the sky instead. Treasure in the sky? What is that? It's the kind nothing can threaten. It doesn't rust. Nobody steals it. And it's made of the same stuff as God's kingdom. And the more of it you gather, the more of that kingdom you actually feel. Right here. Right now. So how do I gather that treasure? You gather it the moment you love God and love the person right next to you. That's it. That quiet peace after a real act of kindness. That's a piece of heaven touching down on earth. A kind word counts. Forgiving someone? Actually helping a person? It counts. And those relationships don't evaporate. Jesus says they carry forward with you into the world God is remaking. And here's the part almost everyone misses. Whatever you pile up slowly shapes you into its own image, for better or worse. He sums it up in a single line, wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart ends up too. So I aim my wanting at what actually lasts. Exactly. And then Jesus draws a picture. He says the eye is the lamp of the body. If your eye is good, your whole body fills with light. If your eye is bad, your whole body goes dark. What does an eye have to do with money? In his language, a good eye was an everyday expression for being generous, and a bad eye was the stingy one, the person who clutches everything with a closed fist. So he's saying, a greedy eye doesn't just shrink your wallet, it darkens the whole person. And if the light inside you has gone out, imagine how deep that darkness runs. That's unsettling. So should I just give it all away? Maybe. He once told a rich man to do exactly that. But underneath, the real question is this: who's in charge of you? He tells a short little story. Nobody can serve two masters. You'll end up loving one and resenting the other. You cannot serve God and money at the same time. So money is a master, not a tool. A master that acts like a tyrant. You think you own your stuff. Give it time, and your stuff ends up owning you. And Jesus is blunt about the cost. Held the wrong way, what you own can block the whole thing. That life of heaven and earth meeting, the one he came to offer you. But let's be honest, I need things to live. I need to eat. I need to get dressed. This isn't optional. And that's exactly where Jesus lands his final word. He points at the world itself, packed full of provision, every creature carrying exactly what it needs. And he says, if you trust God the way a child trusts a good father, and you put loving God and loving people first, you'll find that what you need is already handled. And then he says this, don't worry about your life, what you'll eat or drink, or about your body, what you'll wear. Isn't life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the sky. They don't plant, they don't harvest, they store nothing in barns, and yet your Father up above feeds every one of them. Aren't you worth far more than they are? And which of you, by worrying, has ever added a single hour to his life? And why all this anxiety about clothes? Look at the wildflowers in the field, how they grow. They don't labor, they don't spin a thread. And I tell you, not even Solomon in all his wealth was dressed like one of them. Now, if God clothes the grass of the field like that, grass that's here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, won't he take far better care of you? So stop letting these questions run your life. What will we eat? What will we drink? What will we wear? The whole restless world chases after all of that. Your Father already knows you need it. Seek first the kingdom of God, live rightly before him, and all these things will be added to you. So don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That's what Jesus teaches about money. Hold it all with an open hand and trust the one who feeds the birds. And next, he takes on something harder. Why we're so quick to judge everyone else and so slow to judge ourselves.